Hello.
Hello.
Good morning, everybody.
Okay.
We've got a few people on the chat, not many.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We got some people. We've got someone from France. We got some from Italy. You can see the real late nighters. No rain in Denmark. So we definitely have some Europeans on the list. And
I thought that Hillary wanted to greet me explicitly, but then later she wrote that she got caps lock on, so it wasn't intentional. But I saw my name.
It does very look like your name pops right out there.
Yeah, I saw my name in it. So good morning, Hillary.
That was good.
So I'm named by almost by a country.
Yeah.
So what's everybody been doing this week? I mean, this week. It feels like a week. Oh my gosh. It's only been a day. It's already feeling like a week.
This week was very busy for me, but now it's the weekend, so it will be a bit better.
Oh, I tell you.
I've been working on unconnected profiles, and I managed to connect most of the ones that I've worked on, and the others I've added profiles to, so it makes it a bit easier for the next person.
We have to tell the for prize winners we will have a draw. So the magic word this time is it's cousins. So write cousins is in the chat, and you will be participating. Although, as you know, if you won a prize within the last 6 months, you're not eligible for it. So don't write cousins in that case. I guess Eowyn will check the list. And now we have reduced statistics in the Hangout, so we should only give the total number for now. And at the moment, it is 31,084 profiles. So that's quite a lot, as I remember. We're not even 1/3 in the thon, and we are already over. Maybe this round we will hit 100,000. Looks promising.
That'll be fun. We always are hopeful, right? The last few times it's like we're gonna hit 100,000. We're gonna make 100,000. We're always so hopeful.
I guess it depends on you and Jack how your battle for the top place will go.
Jack made me lose sleep last night, I tell you. Oh, well. It's all good fun.
But I can, since we don't do the numbers, I can still check. So we have at the moment 632 people participating in the thon with at least one profile added. And I still didn't add one, so I will probably join the list before the end of the weekend. And maybe someone else. So
let's get one done anyway, Aleš.
Yeah. Well, I have to start digging through the church books. It's not so easy in Slovenia to find a person to add.
Well, I've been working on my husband's mother's family, which is in a different town than where I am now. And I was very disappointed in their civil records, because our civil records up here in the north, they will say so and so, child of Giovanni, son of Andrea, right? The ones in the South don't give the grandfather's name. So it's really, so it was so much easier for me up here to start building these trees, because you got all of these, you knew which Giovanni it was too.
And
because,
there's so much,
all the same names.
there's so much duplication in names. Everyone was Giovanni or John.
Right. So if you don't know
if you don't know
who the father was, if you don't know who the grandfather was, you're still wondering, which Giovanni is this one, right?
Yeah, it's very easy to miss to link to incorrect person. You always have to check the birth location or the birth date if it's available. So it's really complicated sometimes to find the correct one. I have a few cases in my tree where I have multiple candidates to be the parent, but I can't say for sure which one it is.
I know. It is quite complicated that they having so many repeated names, So
I'm quite happy when I see some unique name in the church book. Oh, that's her for sure.
My husband's great grandfather, I can't remember how far back he was, but he was actually a real boon for us, because his name was so unusual that nobody else had it. So I could always tell when it was that I had the right person. I could always tell I had the right person. So it was really good stuff. And I've been struggling with those names, though. It's always been a real struggle to figure out which Giovanni are we talking about, because when every child names their first child, one of their children, usually the first, but not always, but one of their children after the grandfather, then you end up with one generation, you have like 10 little Giovannis running around that are the same age. They're all the same age because they all have the same grandfather Giovanni.
And then also the last name repeats itself. You have usually a few houses with the same last name. So actually, when I'm tracking back the correct line, the household is the main identifier to know if it's correct one. But again, it's always possible that they did the renumbering of the houses, so you're lost again.
Yeah. Well, this is out in the country, so these people barely had house names. They would say so and so who lived down by the washing well, because they have the little place where the women would go wash the laundry well, and or so and so who lives over by the mill, and so you're just thinking, okay, well, whatever. But it's fun. It's all good stuff. It's really helped with my Italian learning. Having to reading a bunch. Well, so many of them, the church ones were in Latin, but reading so much Italian and Latin just for genealogy has actually helped my Italian acquisition. So that's good too.
Yeah. And these are all great tips, aren't they? So, like if someone from the US looking for has got family in Slovenia, they can listen to what you're saying and say, "Oh, that's how I find them."
Yes, but the church books in Slovenia are not indexed, so you have to list them page by page. So that's always. I mean, if you know at least a year and the name, then and location, it's also important. The location is important. Then you have chances to find it. Otherwise,
yeah, our church books were not indexed either. The ones in the civil records seem to be indexed more, not always, but more. But our church books were not indexed at all. So it really was just a matter of reading That's how I ended up building this whole community tree, is because to find my husband's family with all the same names, there was no way to do it without putting everybody into a tree.
I also, well, I didn't add the whole church books to WikiTree, but I did. I created a table where I first transcribed all the household numbers and last names. So then I can search in it to find to just check a few pages to find the correct parent or something like that. So I would like to share that with someone, but I just putting it on a page, no one will find that. So, but I do have those transcriptions of the church books. So maybe someday.
Someone's going to need them someday, Aleš.
Well, I need them even because then later when I'm doing another line, I come to the same church book, so then I already have it.
Yep.
So I used it a few times, multiple times already, and maybe again in the future. Today, maybe. Okay, so the word cousin, we can do, so 16 people wrote the word. If someone came late, you can still do it. We can wait a bit longer. What, we have 30 people watching, so only half of you are participating. Maybe you already got the prize, so.
Yeah, I've seen a few people there that have already won.
Okay, we have a few more. Most likely this one will go to Europe.
The odds are, but
you never know. Okay, so we got up to 18 and that's it. So let's draw it.
Let's go.
Okay. So Kathy Milton, yay.
Kathy's excited.
Okay. Kathy Luck. Is that no?
Kathy Milton. It says Kathy Milton.
Okay. No, I'm just checking if she is within the recent winners.
Oh. No, Kathy Luck was somebody else yesterday.
Yeah. Well, same name, so I had to check.
No, I don't see her.
Yeah. Okay, so we have a winner. I will put it to the table for Eowyn. So we didn't even tell what we are competing, what we were drawing for. So it's T-shirt or mug, and Eowyn will contact you after the thon, I think, for the address and everything, and your selection. Okay, so that was the thon. And we can also give an update on the totals. So let me refresh the page. So we have now 31,322.
So what's that like compared to like this time last year.
Okay, I can check. So
we're starting to think about our guesses, right? We got to
I got the.
We got to start doing some higher math here.
I got the question. So last year, let's check the by hour. Okay, that's hard to say. I would need to add all the numbers up.
Oh my gosh.
And I won't do that now.
We're not going to do that, huh? Okay.
But you can see if someone wants to do the math. I can. Let me show how to get the previous numbers. Share screen. Right, this one, share. So once you are on the statistics, current statistics, you just go in here and delete the number here. So just use the Connect-a-Thon. So, I'm on local disk now. Wait, let's. Yeah. I should. So I have to check online and tap. So we have tons. So Connect-a-Thon statistics.
So let's see. This is.
So you just remove the file name, and here you will get access to all previous tons. So you have all the stats listed there. So previous ton we had this number, and you can go into by hour report, this one, and you will get for each hour last year how it's on in July ton, how many profiles were added. So, or you can just compare the histograms visually if that's okay.
What hour are we on right now?
20th hour, I think.
So last year to up to hour 20, there were 25,643. I just popped it into a spreadsheet and
cool.
So we're like what? That's 9,000 more. Yeah.
So this is this year. So we have 1,900. Oh, actually, we did hit the 2,000 in 2 hours barrier, and these were on the previous ton. Yeah, we are doing more. I mean, it's more participants, so it's normal that the number is higher.
Yep.
So you can do all sorts of calculations here. I did them on the previous tons occasionally, and I was way off because it's something different each time. It depends on the weather, on the season, and so on.
Yeah. Well, you can also, even this done on that by hour. I know we're getting late here, but that by hour, you can really kind of see when that the majority of the work is still being done in the U.S. You can kind of see that when the U.S. is asleep, things slow down.
Yeah. But I mean, the slowdowns are different. So we can see here on previous ton, on the first day, during the night hours, we had 680 profiles. But then on the second and third night, we had 100 more. So it's a lot of factors are.
People are tired when they get home from work on the first night.
On Friday, yeah. Or maybe they are partying, maybe, Friday, it's time to party.
You bet. All right, cool. All righty.
Okay, so
Okay.
that's all about the stats. And
Well,
I
let's
guess
get back
we
to
have
work,
a new
huh?
total. Yeah.
Yep. Back to work.
Back to work. Crack the whip.
Okay. Bye.